I've always wanted to do a favorites of the month video. I'm kind of doing this on a whim and just focusing on things that I really like right now. I have mostly makeup and a couple of skincare items here. The majority of the items are gifted in PR, just so you know, and some of the stuff is also from Dollar Tree. These didn't fit in the little basket, but I did want to highlight the Caudalie VenoCure Salicylic Acid line. I got this a while ago. I love the toner. I only use it periodically because I do break out during my cycle, so I kind of just leave this for when my skin is struggling and I'm breaking out. Same with the cleanser. Right now is my favorite cleanser. I have other cleansers that I also use and cycle in, but I am gonna get another one once this is done because I love it so much. Hair is pretty short and it's mostly makeup and I'll be applying it as I go. The Rice Brightening Pads, I just started using these by Skin Food. So the pads are actually pretty big. They're very saturated. This morning, I've been using it either in the morning or at night. I have noticed that it is definitely evening out my complexion. They are so saturated that I even started to use this under my arms to see if I see a difference, so I'll keep y'all updated on that. This next product is from Dollar Tree and I didn't know if I was gonna like this or not because I am not a big fan. Not a fan of the Milk Grippy Primer or the e.l.f. one either. So I was very surprised that I actually like this. I think the consistency is pretty similar. It still comes out green. I thought I didn't like grippy primers because I didn't like those two, and this is supposed to be a dupe, but I really like how this works. It melts into the skin a little bit better. That's why I like it. It's hydrating, whereas the other one was a little too sticky for my taste. I'm also not a big primer person. I rarely use primer. Last year, I started using primer a little bit more. And that's because it was a mattifying primer. We are in winter right now, so this being a nice hydrating primer and it's still being grippy really helps out. So 10 out of 10, definitely get one of these at your local Dollar Tree. I already have two, you see, I got a backup. I feel like I could do a video alone about lip balms and lip oils, but this is one that I'm keeping on my skincare shelf right now because I apply it before I do my makeup or after I do my skincare in the morning or in the evening. I feel like it's pretty hydrating. Reviews about the applicator because it is small, but I think it's fine. Next is the Lumi Glotion, and this one has been a favorite since the summer. I just love how gorgeous this glow is on the skin. It really does add vibrancy to the skin. And I think especially in the winter, I lose my tan, I get very pale. This just adds some glow. This is in the shade Medium Glow 903. You can get away with just wearing this by itself, honestly. I have worn it by itself after I do my skincare and I love it. It's even better under a base, under foundation, because it just peeps through that you have like really gorgeous luminous skin. This is my go-to favorite right now. I'm obsessed. This is in the shade Neutral Medium. This is the IT Cosmetics CC Nude Glow, and it is a color correcting medium coverage skin tint with brightening glow serum and broad spectrum SPF 40. Love the coverage that this has. I think maybe because it is medium coverage. Speaking of IT Cosmetics, they sent me these gorgeous brushes from their Wicked collab with Ulta Beauty. I'm telling y'all, this combination is lethal. So we'll use this in place of primer if I just want to skip a step. So next I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal True Match Radiant Serum Concealer. But this is in the shade N3 Light Medium. I love, look at this applicator. It's like a little iron. I don't know if I like this simply because of the applicator and it's easier to like just apply. Formula is pretty good. It has hyaluronic acid and caffeine, so it is doing 2-in-1, hydrating the eye and also depuffing. I'll let this sit for about 30 seconds to a minute so that it can get as demi-matte as possible, and then I'll blend it out. These have been my go-to concealer brushes, and I bought this one, I believe, in a set, and I've been getting a lot of Real Technique brushes at Burlington. $7-8 for a set of 3 or 4. Definitely check them out so you could save your coin. This is the 412. It's technically a highlighting brush. It fits perfectly here. And then this one I got off of Amazon, so this one alone was like $7. Concealer brush, and it has like the little kitten paw. Look how quickly this blends out. I'm gonna quickly set the eyes with the Marie Claire setting powder, the Flawless Finish setting powder, translucent obviously. Got this from Dollar Tree.
I also got the little powder puff from Dollar Tree. I was very skeptical because anytime we get these white powders, they don't really work very well, but look how it blurs. And it's not like overly white either. I really like it. It's very mattifying. Pretty decent powder compared to what's out there on the market. I'm going on with my favorite blush of the moment. This is the Sun Blush by IT Cosmetics. So gorgeous. I know it doesn't look like much in the pot. This is the Glow with Confidence Sun Blush in the shade Sun Blossom 20. And I'm going in with another favorite. This is the BK Beauty 109 foundation brush. Now it's great for cream products and liquid. This feels cold to the touch, like it's wet, but it dries down, blends out so gorgeously. So let me just stop yapping and just blend. And it doesn't dry too quickly, but you do want to work fairly quickly. And I like taking it up to my temples and my eyelid and a little bit right there on the outer corner of my eye. This just gives you the perfect sun-kissed blush. At first, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna incorporate this orange blush, but she works out. I love it. I've been wearing this a lot for some work events or some more low-key events. It just brings a beautiful natural blush to the skin. Could leave it just like that. I feel like it dries down pretty nice. Not matte, but it's not like wet the whole time, or it does melt into your skin really nicely. Forgot to do my bronzer. Usually before I do the liquid blush, I like going in with a powder bronzer. I've been pretty lazy and I don't do a cream or a liquid bronzer underneath. I go straight into with the Light Society Club Cabana Blurring Bronzer in the shade Club Tropicana. I'm obsessed with this bronzer, y'all. I'm not gonna wear it today because I already have all this that's going on. Love her. Spectacular. Give me 14 of them. I do have a video where I have covered her before, so go ahead and check that out. I'm gonna go ahead, set the face with some powder. As I was saying, with the blush, I just like to go over top with a nice blush topper. So think more of a muted blush, something that doesn't take away from the blush underneath. And so I have been using Warm Soul, a mineralized blush by MAC. It looks really nice. So some kind of luminescent blush. I have to go support the Pixi full face that I'm gonna do after this, but I'm gonna try out this one. It's the Glowy Powder Radiance Powder. This would be good on top and it kind of matches, so I think this is gonna look really nice. This is in the shade Peachy Dew. Perfect for a peachy blush. I have been loving pinky blushes, but now I'm getting more into the peachy vibe, as you can see. Perfect segue into spring. For our last couple products, this is the Maybelline Fit Me Powder Natural Beige, 220 matte and poreless. Actually did buy this and I just bought it because I needed a cheap powder to take to Europe with me during the summer. I have been liking it. It's the first time that I ever get a powder close to my complexion shade or the nearest thing to my complexion shade. Liking it because usually I'm a translucent girly. I always get translucent powder. I've noticed that I usually do get white casts with translucent powders. I don't know, but this has been really great. I love that it's matte, but it's not giving cakey. And I like it a lot better than some of the higher end powders that I've tried before. And I'm already hitting pan on her. Love using this to just blend everything else out. Okay, I'm about to do my brows. I think I'm going on 2 months since doing my eyebrows. They grow back so fast. Grown out, tame, whatever. I just like to use a brow gel, and this has been through the mud, to say the least. This is the L'Oreal Brow Lamination Gel. I really do like this. I have also gotten this in PR. Look how gorgeous that is. It's so easy. Go in with a spoolie and brush them up and then just do the rest because I don't really like a lot of residue on my eyebrows, and this has the least out of all of the brow products that I've tried. I also have a lamination gel from Dollar Tree. I haven't tried it yet. I'm scared because they said it's very strong, so I'm gonna have to do it when I don't have makeup because I'm scared it's gonna mess it up. I don't even know how many products that I had in here, but thanks for sticking around this long. I have to film another look, so that's why it kind of looks bare bones, but this is the base, at least for right now. Lastly, I got this in PR recently, the YSL Libre Berry Crush. I love her. I love anything berries. I have a couple of different iterations of Libre, but this one is probably one of my favorites. It's sweet, it's feminine. Thanks for sticking around to see my favorites. Let me know what you want to try out, or if you have any questions, let me know in the comments.